Thanks for joining us so far on our live learning blog series on the VLM Lab blog. And as you probably know, we've been looking at an experiment, and we've asked ourselves the question, can we launch a spiritual movement in another place solely using digital channels? So what I want to share with you this morning is how we initiated that on our first experiment using Facebook ads connected to a website landing page. So I've got everything set up for us, and the first thing you need to do if you want to set up a Facebook ad is go to your ad manager. And you can search for that online and sign up for it within your Facebook account. And as you can see, this is kind of my all campaigns dashboard. But what I want to show you this morning is what we did to create an ad and the options that you have to do that. So click on the green button, create ad. And the first thing it's going to ask you is, what destination do you want for your ad? And this is important to think through in your planning of your campaign. What is it that you want an interested person to do? Where do you want them to go when they click on your ad? So for us, we worked in partnership with Marilyn Adamson and everystudent.com, and she has created a landing page called Your Campus Action Guide. And on this landing page, she's offering a 7-part email series that gives basic tips and training for a student wanting to start something on their campus. And what they can do is they can sign up right here in the sign up box with their name, email address, university, and country. So we're going to save this address and put it in as our destination. And after you do that, that clicks open a huge number of options. So as you do your planning for your campaign, what you need to think about in terms of crafting your ad is, where are they going to go? Where are you sending them to? That could be a web page like we're sending them to. It could also be a Facebook page or fan page. The next thing you need to think through is what your ad is going to say. So the headline for your ad as well as the text. And so what we're going to do in this example is we're going to think about the Western Europe country of Norway. And in our experiment, this is what we did. We used "Help Students Find Jesus" as our headline. And every time I make changes, you'll see the ad preview up here in the top right corner. And this is going to show you exactly what it will look like on people's Facebook page. So we had the headline, "Help Students Find Jesus." And in our testing, this is the one that was the most effective in Norway. And then we crafted a subtext for it, and I'll put it in here. And so the ad reads this: "Help students find Jesus. There are easy ways you can reach others on your campus. We'll help you." So after putting in your headline and text, you want to upload an image. And they've suggested an image that was pulled from our landing page, but we're going to do something different. And as you see over here, I've got 3 images that I've selected. And we're going to choose this one. 3 students kind of sitting together in a small group, look like they're studying together, talking, having fun. We want to communicate a feeling of community. We want to communicate a feeling of togetherness, as well as with the text, togetherness around Jesus. So here we've got our ad preview, "Help Students Find Jesus." The link will send us to this landing page, where it will invite an interested student to sign up for the email series, and we've got our picture. So basically from there we've crafted our ad. And a little aside on how we decided to do this. For our very first experiment, we did not contextualize these ads. So in Western Europe, in the Caribbean, The ads were in English. The only contextualized piece was the picture, and we tried to match the picture with the dominant culture of where the ad was targeting. So the next iterations in our project is to slowly contextualize these ads into their language, as well as the landing page, either into their language or into something that's specific to their region of the world. We think that will increase effectiveness greatly, but we wanted to get a baseline feeling of what would happen if we just used English in all these countries. In our other video posted down below, you can see the results of this ad campaign. So like I said, in this ad campaign, we want to target the country of Norway. We want to target the whole country. And then we want to filter our audience to college students. And so 18 to 23. And we want both men and women. So as you can see right now, this ad has an audience of 777,000 people. That many people live in Norway between the ages of 18 and 23. That's a whole lot of people. It's also broader than who our audience is for this ad. In this ad, we're targeting Christians that might possibly want to lead a spiritual movement on their campus. And so we're going to add in some precise interests into this box that will help narrow down the Facebook audience to people that we think might be interested in what we're offering. And so you can see here that we want to target these three interests. And you can add as many interests as you want. Each time we'll narrow the field. And so we are going to search for the interest Jesus. And so this means anybody within that age range in Norway who likes Jesus as an interest or somewhere on their page. So you can see automatically that narrowed our audience from 777,000 people to 14,000 plus people. So Jesus, we want to also include the Bible and the word Christianity. So we felt like those three were good filters for an audience that we might want. And you can see there's suggestions down below that we could continue to add. So after those three filters, it gave us an audience of 27,860 people who live in Norway between the ages of 18 and 23 and like these three things. So still a very significant population, especially for a country where our organization doesn't have any ministry activity on campus. So you can see the potential reach that we have into an audience that we don't have any connection with at this point. Then I want to make sure these we just left at default. I want to name this campaign, we'll call it Norway. Norway C, we'll say. And then this is where you want to set your campaign budget. And it's how much in US dollars do you want to spend per day or lifetime. So we selected, for our experiment, $20 a day. And we wanted to run our campaign just over a specific period of time. And this is where you would choose the dates that you want to run the campaign for. Here it's defaulting for 1 month, but instead we can run it for, let's say, 09, 4 days. Okay? And what you want to do on this time period is think about your audience, where they live, what time of the week are they more active on Facebook, and this is a piece that you can play around with and change to see how it's more effective. And then in terms of pricing, there's two options: cost per click. This is how much it costs every time someone clicks, or cost per 1,000 impressions. And then you can see the cost per click there would be $3, or the cost per 1,000 impressions, how many times people look at it, at 11 cents. So at the end you can see the whole summary, your ad, preview, your audience, and about how much it would cost you based upon one of these. And so we would choose cost per click because we're not sure. When we first ran the experiment, we chose cost per click because we weren't sure how many clicks, and we chose to go that way. And you'd go down here and you'd place your order. Thanks for watching this first video on how we set up Facebook ads, one channel, in trying to open up Norway. And encourage you to look at our next video in terms of looking at the results, what happened.